What's up, boys? Today we're going to talk about hats, and this is a small section of my collection. But before I get into it, if you're a guy who's looking to improve his dating and the first thing you think is I don't know how to dress myself, then you head on down to my website below, thehatfish.com. I have a free style guide that will get you started even if you're a beginner who has no idea what they're doing. I also offer one-on-one consultations if you want something a bit more in-depth and bespoke. Right. I'm going to talk about my favorite style of hats and what I look for when I look to purchase one. Hats are pretty important to me. I am a bald man. I use them quite a lot with my presentation to help me out. So the question we're going to answer today is, how many hats could the Hatfish fish if the Hatfish could fish hats? Got it done there. We're going to start off with talking about the style I look for in terms of little details and style of hats. So a while ago, I wrote a blog article for my website called a hat checklist, where I go through all of the little individual components in terms to build up the style that I like the most. The best example I have is this Volcom hat here. It's probably my favorite hat of all time in terms of mixing with branding and the styles that I like. It's certainly my favorite hat in the collection currently. I did have an older Volcom hat in a different color that I prefer to this, but currently of the options, this is my favorite hat. It has a mid profile, and now profile refers to sort of the angle of the cap here. So if it's like a low profile, it's like that way and it's like flat, like an unstructured cap. And if it's a high profile, it's more like the flat brim caps that kind of just go straight up. This refers obviously to the structured panel and how the angle of the structured panel is. I almost always go with structured hats. I don't like unstructured hats unless it's a beanie. With the brim, I like a curved brim, but not too curved. So I don't really like a flat or an overly curved, like dad cap style brim. So this one, again, is just in the middle. I'm very in the middle in terms of my taste, so centrist. It's also flex fit. So the closure does not have a strap back or anything like that. It's just flex fit. I pretty much always try and buy flex fit caps. I do have a couple of strap backs that I'll talk about in a sec, but overall I prefer flex fit. If you have a lot of hair, you're not going to want flex fits too much because they kind of keep everything in. If you've got long hair, you may want to get a strap back to let the hair out the back for a ponytail. But otherwise, I recommend most guys get flex fit because they just they hold on your head better, especially here. It just kind of morphs to your head if you get the right size. So these are the basics I own. I like to have basics in non-branded and the style that I love. This one is a New Era grey cap, one of the better light grey options that I've found. It's very worn, I use it quite a lot. And this is my basic black hat cap option. It is FlexFit by Yupoong, is the actual brand of this. So FlexFit make these ones as well. They make a couple of ones that I own. I love Yupoong's hats in general. They're probably my favorite, for the base of the caps they make are the best in terms of the FlexFit options. They mostly specialize because they're called FlexFit and flexible fit options, so I like them the most. And yeah, I'd recommend this over probably any other kind of hat. If you're looking for a decent hat, it would be FlexFit. I've recommended it to Kill You're in a Loser as well, and he's got several of them these days. Best basic option on the market. This one is 5-panel, this one is 6-panel. You can see the difference. 5-panel generally looks better with branding on it, in my opinion, but a lot of companies are currently going with 6-panel caps, so whatever. A note on branding. I didn't used to be into branding on caps in a big way. I was trying to build a really nice cap collection without too much branding on it, but I've really come around, especially to iconic and cool looking branded hats. As you can see with the Volcom, is my first ever kind of cap that I bought. So I've come around, but I do still like to find really nice caps that have no branding on them. Skatewear caps. Right. If you're looking for great caps, you're going to find them in skatewear shops and anything that does skateboarding shops, anything that does skatewear. They just know how to find good caps. They will get you looking fresh. And these are all skate brands, obviously DC shoes. This is an Element cap. It's a good option to get if you like green. Then obviously Volcom is my favorite preferred brand that I recommend to everyone to get. I just love the logos on Element and Volcom. DC is an iconic brand. This one actually is more of a flat brim cap. It's a bit bulky. I'll show you what it looks like on. It's not really the style I would go for, but if you have a square head or you're a massive bodybuilder, these look quite good because they block you off and make you look bigger. Don't ask me why. But yeah, you can see from the color options as well, from what I've shown you, I go for neutral colors or tones. So black, gray, white, and then I go for things like army green or navy, as you'll see in a bit with the navy stuff. I got a lot of gray as well. I like light gray. I think that's a really nice color on a guy, and people should be wearing more light gray. All right, let's talk about new era caps. So new era to me is like the McDonald's of baseball caps. They make the baseball caps, but like they're nothing amazing, you know? Some of them are iconic, like the Yankee cap and the LA cap. And as you see, I bought the iconic ones. I'll probably get like maybe a Boston cap in the future as well. There's not too many of the baseball branded ones that I really like, I'm that in love with. Like LA caps and Yankee caps have become like iconic style options in themselves, and everyone wears them. So that's kind of like why I bought them. And then this is one of the best light gray options out on the market, in my opinion, especially for flex fit. The new era ones, they are very comfortable. I will say that about new era flex fit caps. They are extremely comfortable, probably more comfortable than Yupoong. I don't, however, like their strap backs at all. Like this cap doesn't fit me very well. I'll probably get another Yankee cap. I like the black and black, but I'll probably get it in their stretch flex fit option instead. I don't really like the strap back as it fits, especially here. It doesn't fit very well on me. I also have a thing for buying artistic premium brands like Vestiti here. It's an English brand, very cool. It's very like extra. It's got distressed brim, it's got paint flicks, it's got a nice design. Yeah, it's premium brands are more what I'm looking into these days, trying to find like really nice ones. I want to get a Swede cap from Capta One as well. That's my next thing I want to buy. There's just some really cool premium stuff out there, and you gotta look around to find them, but I'll recommend more on my channel and my website in the future as I find and collect them. That pretty much sums up my hat collection. I have way more, but like they're all kind of the same kind of thing. They're all essentials and basics, or they are other branded stuff that isn't that interesting to talk about. I recommend kind of buying in the medium to high price range. Every time I bought a cheap cap, I've never enjoyed it. You want it to be comfortable, you want it to be in a neutral color, you want it to fit you really well, and you got to be able to wear it, like all of your clothes, like the accessories. I see guys who are like resistant to wearing these things. I don't wear my caps backwards. I always wear them forwards. I don't like adjust the brim. I try and wear the caps as they're intended and designed to be worn. I don't do anything like curve the brim or whatever. So my goal is to like hunt down good ones and buy them, basically, not amend things that I've bought already. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Peace out till next time.